you are the Pelicans, right? He's been training. You feel he's healthy, right? Are you not looking at the weight scale at any point? Are you not looking at the body fat? Are you not checking? Like, when are you going to say, hey, hold on, this is our fault, right? Like, this is our fault. Like, we're trying to clear him, man. We can look and see he's not clear. He's not ready. Ain't a muscle in sight right now, right?
Damn.
There ain't a muscle in sight. I don't care you can see it.
He's still huffed.
Yeah.
You can see it, right? And when do you say, hey, man, listen, hold on, look, we're going to do some bleacher work, we're going to work, right? Like, I wouldn't, if I'm the owner and I seen that video, who cleared him? You fired. You're fired. You didn't clear. What do you mean you cleared? Because if the media even puts pressure on he's supposed to play, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He goes up, that weight has to come down.
Absolutely.
He's ruined. Like, no. Here, we're going to do some miles. We're going to run. We're going to do some condition, sit in the steam room, ride the bike. He should be every game. Hey, listen, every game, fuck your suit, right? Get in that little trailer right there, and you ride your bike the whole game. Right? You see players doing that, riding the bike the whole game. During the game, they ain't no suit sit there with your jewelry on. You ain't doing nothing, drinking Gatorade and shit. Yeah. You ain't losing not 1 calorie, right? Sit on that. Run it for an hour. As we play, you play.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing.
It's organizational though, right?
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
They should have put that man on TV like that. They should have slimmed his ass up a little bit just for the optics.
Man, step back a little bit.
Oh, man, to show it up or down, one of the two, I don't give shit.
Give me the good lens.
But y'all think about it. The one place we all heard that was like hell on earth for staying in shape was Miami Heat. With the body fat percentage expectation.
Yeah, send his ass.
You got that, right?
Yeah, send his ass to Miami. He'll be good.
So when we heard about that, it was like, damn, y'all got to do how many sprints before the game? Before training camp? And then if you didn't play 20 minutes, you got to do what after the game?
Yeah.
If you didn't play 20
minutes, y'all was playing 3-on-3 and 2-on-2
I remember
after
that.
the game?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? So think about
today they still do that shit.
Organizationally, you look at, okay, the Pelicans, y'all don't got the same kind of requirements that the Miami Heat got as far as keeping your guys in tip-top shape. They in Miami Beach, where we know they drinking and doing their thing, but they still show up in tip-top shape. Y'all in New Orleans?
New Orleans? Foodie?
That gumbo do be hidden out there.
I'm just saying, you have to somehow offset the lifestyle of the city.
Yes.
You got a lifestyle, like it's send his ass to Pat Riley. You trade him for Pat Riley. Like, hey, Pat, take him for training camp real quick. Right?
Do us a solid.
John Lucas, you got him for the whole summer. Going down to Houston, boy.
Kill him.
Yeah.
Just don't hurt him. Kill him, don't hurt him.
So all that.
Right? I mean, this is...
Because I'm giving up on him.
That look bad. Like, I'm not giving up.
I'm just like, man, whatever, bro. You don't even have to be here.
I'm not giving up on him. Like, I feel bad for him because the age, he doesn't understand how important it is. He doesn't know. Like, I made the take 2000 when he was coming into the NBA, and I said, man, by the time he turns 23, he's going to look like Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I said, y'all are gratified. Y'all talking about 280, he's 6'6", 267, 285. And I wrote, when was that attractive in this league? He weighs more than everybody in the NBA. And that's attractive in the league that's going slimmer. Yeah. You think that is okay for a 19-year-old to be 285? He hasn't hit no Gatorades. He hasn't hit no clubs, airplanes, back-to-back, rest day. He's 285 in a school, 5 days a week. Did we go to school on Saturday and Sunday? Okay, I don't know because I didn't go to school.
You went to school? Yeah.
You went to school? I didn't go to school. What? You went? So you're talking about 5 days a week where you're running in practice and practicing and playing games. The NBA is opposite of that. You can be on a team where you practice once and play 3 games. When you're playing 3 games, you're playing, 32 minutes? 32 minutes, right? That's 32 minutes. Versus a 2-hour practice in college. Right? So he's just going to gain weight. Yep. By 23 years old, the motherfucker by 305, 315. And y'all going to be complaining about his weight problem. Look where we are now.
So before his injury, Zion was averaging 26, 7, and 5 in 29 games this season. He's played 114 games in the past 3 seasons combined. There was a report earlier in the week that teammates and management were not happy with Zion. Larry Nance jumped on Twitter to refute those claims. He said, "No one in our locker room is looking at Z any type of way. We're with him every step of his rehab and support his process physically and mentally. Don't listen to people saying things just to get views." However, after the game last night in the loss, CJ McCollum appeared to be sending some shots out directed at Zion. He said, "Availability is important, man. We've got to be available. We got to do what we need to do off the court in terms of preparation, in terms of getting treatment, in terms of getting the right sleep, the right type of hydration, having the right type of diet. Everything has to matter to us, for everybody."
That's a vet talking for a guy who's with Dame and they've been there and they've had to sacrifice and they know that it's more important what you do off the court to help you on the court, right? You know, being a professional is not just when you walk into that arena, right? When you're talking about dieting, when you're talking about, you know, getting rest and all that, it's you're at home 90% of the time. So what you do at home really affects what you do inside that arena. So, you know, if you're not resting, if you're partying, you're eating bad, it's gonna affect your performance, right? You're drinking, you know, Bud Light every night. That becomes a problem on how you really perform. And you know what he said is accurate from a veteran standpoint.
Yo, how many years has Zion been in the league?
5. This is 5th.
5 now? And he's only played 114
Last
games?
three he's played 114. But let me.
This is 5th year because he just got.
I mean,
He just signed that extension last summer.
and what's the time frame in the league? What, 3 to 5 years?
Yep.
Like they say, what, 3 to 4
max.
years, maybe?
Yep.
I mean, listen, if he ain't gonna get his shit together,
This is
I mean,
5th.
you know,
This
we
is
can
4th
move
year,
on.
right?
So
Yeah.
year 4, but did not play 21, 22 the entire season. 24 games his rookie year, 61 the next year.
Wait, you said how many is rookie year?
24.
Hey, Brandon ready to
Remember
can
he
You ready to
He
can
came. He came late in the mix.
I'm ready to trade him. He can go.
But is anybody? But,
I mean,
no, you can trade him. But anybody gonna take it though right now?
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I would.
I mean, they gonna take.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, motherfucker.
We're not talking about the meat and potatoes of the situation, though, right? The real elephant in the room is the mental health that the boy is going through, right? Expectation. If you listen to what he said, man, I'd rather be supporting my teammates from the bench than being out there in my own head. What does that mean? Your expectation as a player coming out of high school was you're going to be the next LeBron James. First 2 years, we didn't see that. We seen glimpses. But now, all right, you've been hurt. You got a weight issue. Now everybody's looking at him like, is he ever going to be what we thought he was, right? And then you come back and you get hurt again. So now you're doubting yourself if you're ever going to be that guy. We both been injured where we like, all right, am I ever going to get back to the level where I left off? That's traumatizing, shameful. So when you see him in that interview talking like, man, I just don't know if I can show up for my teammates, that's a mental health thing. That's the depressive, what we talked about earlier, the soft culture where you gotta meet the fire. You gotta go and hit that motherfucker head on and face it. Because accountability is gonna be the thing that gets you over the mental health. The fact that you sitting here overweight and you're not doing everything in your ability to get that weight off, and you keep telling me that he's young and that's gonna be our excuse for him. But for me, the accountability is when you start getting in your own head and you don't want to get out there because of that. That's Ben Simmons shit. You going into the Kevin Love shit. Like, oh, I have a problem with the pressure because I don't know how to meet the pressure. And I'm like, look, bro, if the pressure's the thing, you might want to sit it down. Because now from this point forward, you really gonna have pressure because you just outed yourself.
Yeah, it's not going away.
Where's his vets at?
But
Where's the vets? There's no vets. Like, I mean, you know, who's the vets over there in New Orleans?
Willie Green, the coach.
CJ McCullough.
CJ.
President of the
I mean, that's
NBPA,
cool.
right?
What I'm saying is I don't see like it's part of mental, but not the mental that we're thinking. It is not like it's not that I don't think he thinks he's not good enough, right? Like when he's played, he's done told himself. Like, you can see it in every game he's played. He knows what level he's at.
Mm-hmm.
The mental part with him is probably that Derrick Rose in Cleveland, right? Where he don't trust his body, right? And that's the fear. Like, the fear is, I know I'm not 100%. I know I'm not, when he says old Zion, he's talking about the Zion from college.
They got drafted.
Right? Mm-hmm. That Zion that was probably 265, 275, right? Right? That jumped out the gym. Mm-hmm. That's the only Zion that he knows. So now you're talking about him trying to do these moves with that weight, right? And that's what he don't trust. And, you know, when you're sitting there looking on the scale and you seeing 300, 395, and I mean, 290, sorry.
395.
395 is crazy.
But what I'm saying is you sitting there looking at these numbers, you know that shit ain't gonna get it done. Right? You know it ain't gonna get it done. So I think he will rather just say, you know what, I'm not even gonna test it out because I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna do these moves, something's gonna happen, I'm gonna spend the whole summer trying to rehab. I'd rather just sit this out and then spend the whole summer working on weight loss.
That's what he should do.
That's what he should do.
If he come back slim,
he come back
like next summer,
270.
Yeah. Then, but if he's still the same way by next year,
I'm like, a year too late. It's a year too late for that. It's like, damn, man, we came up with this plan with you 2 years ago, bro.
But sometimes you need to see the shit unfold.
Yeah.
So real quick, just the three of you, what's the best advice you would give Zion about dealing with the mental and physical coming back from injury?
Right now, I'll be at games. I'll be sitting there doing cardio. Right, I'll be sitting on that bike. I got an hour during the day, hour at night. So when they're doing shoot around and all that shit, I'll be sitting there on the elliptic or just on the bike.
What's the off season now? So games is done. From now today, moving forward, you got about what?
Get into like
4 months to get it back.
With him right now, with his, I'll be getting in the pool. I do a lot of swimming, right? I do a lot of, I'll try to stay off the treadmill. I'll wait till he get down to 285 before I start to do anything like on my legs. You gotta remember, like running with heavy weight still hurts your joints, right? So before I put any pounds on it, I'll be in pools. I'll be in, you've done the treadmill inside the water.
Yeah.
I'll do that, the Alter G. I'll do all that stuff until I get my weight under management before I physically do stuff like playing and running.
I never known you to be so nice, Gil. You've been so nice right now.
No, it's called realistic.
It's called fasting.
That isn't.
Boy, put the food down. Put the fucking food down. Get on a juice fast. Stop eating. Listen,
hard.
no
Ooh,
bread.
hard.
Listen, it's
Juice
hard for
fast is
fat people.
hard.
It's hard for fat people.
I'm telling you.
Just listen.
As a resident fat person on the show.
Listen, I have a formula for you. No bread, no dairy, no sugar.
But see?
You see?
I'm going to go home right now, hit the Haagen-Dazs,
Discipline.
make me a little Holly sandwich.
Hey, it's discipline though, right? So you look at it, you say, hey, Zion, the moment the season stops, fast, bro. Give us a good 3-week fast. You're going to drop at least 20 pounds.
That's true.
And the fact that your nutritionist on the team or in your family that y'all have hired has not given you this formula. No bread, no dairy, no sugar. Chop it out, you will drop weight like that.
And they have.
That's the thing. That probably
Is he not listening?
No. They have. And then when he goes home and everybody leaves, that's what I'm saying. I'm worried about the diet, right? But in the summer, it's baby steps, right? You can't cold turkey anything, right? And that's what I'm saying. Get the metabolism running first, and then eventually start going into it. Because I was 234 in Orlando, right? In shape, but I can see the fat in my face.
Yeah.
We lifting. We're doing a lot of eating. And Brennan Bass used to bring his juice, and I used to be like, "What's that?" He's like, "This is fruit juices and all that." So I started working out with him. I went from 234 in 2 weeks to 206.
Boom. So you know it worked.
No, I know it worked, but I mean, it was still hard though because fat.
What was in that smoothie? It seemed like
just fruits,
all fruit.
fruits and all that. Just fruits and vegetables.
28 pounds in 2 weeks.
28 pounds because I'm working out still though. So I'd rather him start his his everyday work and get that into your system, right? And then take a little things out and take something out. You still have then take something out. So by the time you get to the season, you done drop 40, 50, 60 pounds.
And this man talking about 2 weeks, right? It's 28 pounds in 2 weeks. And this is proven.
You got 4 months, so you can stretch that out.
And this is not just like he's working hard, right? Like just like I work hard, and if I want to lose 6 pounds in the next week, I know exactly what to do on top of my regimen, right? So just think if he don't even have a real crazy regimen. He ain't doing Pilates, he ain't doing other shit that could really tone you up. He's just waiting for the weight to drop. You could still do that and see the weight drop. But just imagine if he's really got a real work ethic to say, I want this shit off me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna change.
You know what else I think he should do? He should get with guys that play in the league that had that type of weight problem.
Yeah. That's Al Harrington.
Like, Al Harrington, like a Melo, or like guys that kept themselves like lean during the season. I think.
I'll say Udonis Haslam would be a great.
Udonis Haslam.
See, that's different because he was programmed from Pat Riley early.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what you need. Look, you retiring, UD, come chill with me for a couple.
But like
weeks.
Somebody who had the really you're talking about Al Harrington who had the big
K-Love.
body. K-Love who had to change his diet. But like right now, it's still like I never believe in, when you're talking about weight clauses, like I've seen players who's sitting there, they're in steam rooms, they got the fucking whole bike in the steam room, in the sauna, and they doing their shit. So, there's times, we're in a game, they don't have a suit on, they're sitting in there in that little tunnel part, riding their bike, So you have to find ways to still get your shit on,
And that method too, what you just said, in the tunnel, getting your work, and everybody know you're not playing, you showing the fans,
you're working.
Man, I'm trying to get out there to fuck with y'all. Like that gives the fans that grit. That's like, nah, keep him. No, he want to get out there.